Justice League the Animated Series Season 2 Episodes 13 and 14 titled Eclipsed. The story basically about is that a bunch of soldiers in the middle of the desert go inside this cave and they come across this crystal, but when you touch this crystal you brainwash and have one set goal, and that is to have an end of the world, trying to end the world. And while that's happening, you have the Flash, who's using his superheroes as more of a marketing tool, as in like he's selling bars and energy drinks and gum and stuff like that. And the rest of the league are like, Wally, what the hell? This must be the most complicated story of Justice League so far. Really, it probably is, because, you know, at the beginning with the main plot of the crystal and stuff like that, it kind of just complicates things, really, because at the beginning you're like, okay, you know, soldiers, you touch it, possess, somehow they get to the end of the world plot. I'm like, okay, simple. Okay, exploit the crystal and things are going to be fine, right? No, it isn't, because they had to explain where it came from, understandably so, and stuff like that. And when it happened, you're like, what? Because you obviously have the crazy old man character who's been in the cave for X amount of years and lost his walker. Explain it, it's like lizard people, and you forget how the crystal thing ever got made, and you're like, what? Like, what's going on? Like, what's the total logic here? Like, this doesn't make a lot of sense, and if I think about it, my brain is going to hurt. And it's just like, can you simplify it? The only times I cared about the main plot was like the last 10 minutes, because it affected like every member of the Justice League minus Batman, because Batman is not in the story. But again, it turned to alien. It became suspenseful. It became this kind of like suspenseful thing where like the Flash is trying to hide from the Justice League and trying to escape, and you know, he's trying to go Batman, he's trying to do this, he's trying to do that, but everything he does that the League has caught him. I mean, you know, thing is like, okay, Green Lantern has a wing, Hawker can fly with a mace, Wonder Woman flies to plane, blah blah blah, Martian Manhunter can go through the world, Superman, well, you're fucked anyway, and Flash, he just runs fast. That is when the expense is, and that it came to me, it's like, came to me of like, why wasn't this like the rest of the story, this suspenseful one location story dealing with this crystal, which I thought would be a very entertaining story. The stuff I did very interesting was the whole thing with Flash doing with him, you know, using his face as like to sell things, him having sponsors and stuff like that, him having a van that was pretty much, sorry French guys, a pussy wagon. It's gone too far. You're like, this is interesting, because, you know, it makes sense. Like, would you use, like, yes, you're saving the world and helping people and stuff like that, but if the opportunity came along to sell this one thing and you can get extra bucks, yeah, that's a good question. Would you do it? And of course you got the James Jonah Jameson characters, like, these people need to be stopped, and it's just one of those stories where like all the main saving the world plot that normally always happens in a Justice League story was uninteresting and complex and confusing, while all the Flash stuff wasn't.